Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Code 2020 conference on Europe's digital sovereignty, road to success. We now continue with our afternoon session. The first speaker in our afternoon session was also the first speaker this morning. It's again my pleasure to hand over to Lieutenant General Michael Vetter, Director General Cyber IT at CIO of the Bundeswehr.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. We already experienced a very insightful morning with interesting keynotes and, as I see it, a remarkable high-level panel discussion. For this afternoon, we're looking forward to two more panels, and I'm very happy to provide some input as a starting point for our discussions. I will dedicate the next few minutes to the German MOD's efforts in strengthening our resilience by addressing what we have achieved so far. In addition, I would like to put a special emphasis on research and innovation and bring it into context of digital sovereignty. Digitalization has become the engine that is driving transformation of our societies. The interconnections of all spheres of life, private and work, through information and communication technologies will continue to fundamentally change the way we interact socially, economically, and politically. And likewise, digital transformation will disrupt every aspect of the military, from the means by which we fight on a digitized battlefield, to the manner we handle the administrative workflows, to the way we respond on an even more complex and ambiguous threat environment. The Bundeswehr recognized the importance of digitalization at a very early stage. We issued political guidelines, we developed strategies, and we implemented radical structural changes in order to prepare the necessary basis to drive the digital transformation forward in a focused manner. And as Minister Kramp-Karrenbauer highlighted during the morning session, digitalization is a strategic priority for the German armed forces. I would like to quickly highlight some of the implications that the current COVID-19 pandemic has taken us to, ladies and gentlemen. In a nutshell, the pandemic has proven our approach to digitalized transformation. However, I must say it acted as a catalyst with regard to the speed. It has accelerated the pace of change and further stressed the necessity to use digital technologies to remain able to act and adapt to new circumstances in an agile manner. In order to adjust to the new working reality within the pandemic, we adopted immediate measures to expand capabilities for mobile working and collaboration. At the same time, we had and we have to make sure that our systems are safe and secure and that we maintain a high level of cybersecurity. To speed up this process, we established what we call the special program Bundeswehr Resilience through Digitalization. Speed, again, was of the essence. To retain the necessary funding, we were able within a few weeks to lay out a plan to enhance the digitalization of defense. By doing this, we were well positioned to access the recovery funds provided by the federal government. And approximately half of the planned funding dedicated to defense will go to cyber and resilience projects. Ladies and gentlemen, digitalization does not only provide opportunities, it also harbors risks. Threats emanating from cyberspace are ongoing and real. Against the background of a dynamic security environment and the attribution problem, the strengthening of our resilience is becoming increasingly important. And I would say that resilience is imperative for our security. Our observations regarding the implications of the current pandemic crisis on cybersecurity underline the importance of resilience in the face of massive disinformation, a persistently high level of malicious cyber activities, as well as apparent dependencies on global supply chains. Furthermore, we have to bear in mind that the pervasiveness of information and communication technologies is increasing at an immense rate, along with the complex, interconnected environment of billions of Internet of Things, services, and users. And this increasing complexity and diversity of devices, computing systems, technologies, software, and services, along with the changing user interaction, poses an increasing challenge on cybersecurity. Therefore, building cyber resilience goes far beyond military defense and is a task for the state, for society, for all of us, and this is also true at the European level. I would like to elaborate on this approach with the example of today's host, the Code Research Institute. Code was established in 2017 as a research center for cyber defense and smart data of the Bundeswehr and the federal government at the Bundeswehr University in Munich. The goal was to investigate technical innovations and concepts for the protection of data, software, and systems. Today, Code is one of the largest research institutes in Germany in the area of cybersecurity and smart data. Code has become an integral part of a unique research ecosystem in the Munich area, comprising numerous players such as universities, research institutes, Central Office for Information Technology in the security sector, but also high-tech companies with their own research and development centers. In addition to the local actors, Munich plays also a crucial role on the European space. Since January 2019, Code is coordinating the Concordia project, and Minister Kramp-Karrenbauer highlighted Concordia earlier this morning, which is supported by the European Union in the context of European digitalization program Horizon 2020. I guess we can all agree that the European security landscape does not suffer from a lack of ideas or strategies. It is the fragmentation across national borders that is hampering our delivery or our outcomes. Concordia addresses this issue by building up a European cybersecurity ecosystem, bringing different stakeholders like industry, research, SMEs, startups, or public bodies together to develop European IT services and products. Concordia will also play a role in the soon-to-be established European Cybersecurity Industrial Technology and Research Competence Center and network of national coordination centers. The center seeks to implement cybersecurity-related financial support from Horizon Europe and the Digital Europe program. It will further set up and help to coordinate the National Coordination Centers network and the cybersecurity competence community in Europe. And I would say this is also complemented by the Cyber and Information Domain Coordination Center, which is currently under development. The current efforts in the European Parliament, Council and Commission give reason to expect the finalization of the legal framework and decision about the location of this competence center within the frame of the German presidency. I think all these efforts demonstrate the outstanding importance we attach to research and innovation, as well as to the promotion of key technologies to further develop and strengthen cybersecurity. Ladies and gentlemen, promoting innovation and key technologies are core requirements of digital sovereignty. In our understanding, digital sovereignty includes 5 lines of efforts, 2 of which, innovation and key technologies, I just mentioned. The others include the use of trustworthy IT, the maintenance of core command and control capabilities, and the promotion of digital competences amongst defense. Together, these lines of effort aim to maintain the necessary control and freedom of movement in the cyber and information domain to carry out the mission of our European armed forces safely, independently, and free from unwanted influences. They also aim to sustain the availability, confidentiality, and integrity of data and information collected, stored, processed, and transferred. And they enable us to act decisively in the digital environment. We do not understand digital sovereignty in a pure national term, but rather in the context of NATO and the European Union, as these institutions are the bedrock of German security and national identity. Digital sovereignty in particular can only be designed in close cooperation with our partners. Throughout the past years, we have to set up an environment for successful research and innovation as a prerequisite for cybersecurity and the adaptation to future challenges. Calling to mind the topics of the upcoming panels, cybersecurity as an enabler for digital sovereignty, yes, this is the environment, is a precondition for today's and tomorrow's cybersecurity and digital sovereignty. Code offers a unique opportunity to discuss these questions in detail, and I'm very much looking forward to this. And I thank you very much for your attention, and I will hand over now to Mr. Kinder.